Good morning, everybody. It's Hammer. Today is Wednesday, January 3rd, 2024. Who could believe that the new year is already almost over? No, we're not there yet. January 3rd will feel like December 3rd in no time, but at least we're starting out fresh. So anyway, good morning, everybody. Remember, you can join me live each and every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time as I do this show. This is a live show, best seen on Facebook or YouTube. If you would like to be reminded to join me each and every day, we do send out a text reminder. If you would like, use this cool QR code down here or go to hmmr.io/live reminder. And that is the short link to be reminded. And I have to start posting that link for you guys too in the chat, so it makes it easy for you. But I think this actually does. It posts it in there. So you can go ahead and click that link in the chat. It does it on YouTube, and you can go ahead and join me each and every day. So remember, join me live each and every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. If you're watching on the replay, do me a favor. Just give me a hashtag replay. Let me know that you were here. Try to join us live. It's a lot of fun. Don't forget to smash that like button, tag an LO friend if you're on YouTube. Subscribe. Give us a thumbs up if you're on Facebook. Go ahead and give us a like, tag an LO friend, all that good stuff. Remember, you can sign up to get our written email lock advice as well. Each and every weekday, www.ratelockadvice.com. I send out an email each morning with what's going on. You can also sign up for our text alerts. They're $7 a month. It doesn't have to cost a lot of money to protect your pipeline and stay alerted. So go ahead and check those out. Last but not least, although I love talking about rates and pricing each and every day, at Originator Success, we're here to help you get more business, and we help you to get loans from Google and social media. Check us out at originatorssuccess.com. Find out about our different programs that we have and how we can help you out with that as well. So who do we got here this morning? Let's say hi to our live folks and get into the fun part. I'm going back to the way I used to do things. I don't like the way that I has started doing it lately. So we're going back to the fun part. So we got Mr. Ron Siegel here this morning. Good morning, Ron. We've got Cash Knees on. Cash, good morning, my friend. Rob Stewart, great to see you. Steve Lacefield, good morning. Scott Menser, great to see you as well. A lot of familiar faces. Thank you guys for joining me every day. I appreciate you. Kyle Mazikas, good morning. Candido Diaz, what's up, man? What's it like up there? Is it cold in the Northeast yet? Because I am hoping it gets cold in the Midwest where I go snowmobiling. Not cold there right now. Ron said the link is converted to Restream, not the Hammer link. Yeah, I know, but at least it should work though. So, and they probably do that for analytic tracking, which is fine. As long as someone can make it easy to get there, Ron, I don't care how they get there. So happy New Year, Scott. Yeah, it's definitely cold. Are you getting any snow? Allison Foy, good morning. Great to see you as well. All right, enough with all the pleasantries, y'all. Let's get into the good stuff. Let's go ahead and take a look. Unfortunately, rate sheets this morning going to be a little bit worse than yesterday. Unless we get something really favorable with the JOLTS data that's coming out at 10 a.m., if that were to help bonds rebound. Right now, mortgage-backed securities are down 34 basis points to start the day. First time we've seen that 5.5 coupon drop below 100 in quite a while. Take a look here at this chart. I should probably, let's draw a couple of lines on this puppy here. I want to zoom in on this for you real quick. Let's go ahead and pull this here. Basically, if we were to draw a line right here, this is kind of, you could see that we tested it here, hit it here, hit it here, hit it here. This morning, look right there. You see that? Yep, we are below this line. I'm not liking this. As a technical indicator, this is not good, especially because this is the first time in quite a while that we have gotten a lot of trading volume. So over the last couple of weeks of December, every year, traders take those 2 weeks off. Trading volume drops. So we've gotten kind of a false sense of security as things were just holding steady. What we're seeing right now is that bonds are losing a little bit of steam. And that means that rates are losing a little bit of steam. If we go ahead and use, like, say, Mortgage News Daily as a reference point, and if we pull this right over here, let's make this a little bigger so we can see this. There you go. So, I mean, you're looking at, we were at 6.61, 6.5, 6 5/8. We're still at about 6 3/4. So it's creeping a little bit. right? But you're going to see things creep up a little bit worse. Now, the technicals, we can look at these technicals here, and these give us some concern, some indication. But remember, it's going to be this week's labor market data. We got jobs data on Friday with wages and non-farm payroll and unemployment. Those are going to be the real big event of the week, and is really going to make a difference on where rates end the week. If that labor data shows some weakness, well, then we're going to see bonds rally and rates will improve a little bit to end the week. However, if we don't see weakness, or even worse, if we get a stronger than expected report, it could help put a little bit of a damper on expectations that markets have on when the Fed is going to cut rates and where rates are going to be. This is what is going to control the mortgage rate narrative, as it has been all of 2023. It's going to control it for at least the first quarter of 2024, the first half of 2024, right? Right now, expectations at this January meeting, we're going to have the next Fed meeting at the end of this month. It is a 90% belief that the Fed will just keep rates the same. Everybody thinks that the rate hikes are behind us, which is good. That means that October's highest rates going to be the worst rates that we saw. However, what's going to happen next? Are we going to see rates go lower? And right now, markets believe, we're look at this. There's only a 10% expectation, less than that, 7%, that we're not going to see a rate cut in March. Remember, we were looking at just in November, and we were looking at like, hey, we're going to see a rate cut in June. This was pushed all the way to March. If we don't see weakness in the labor market, if we don't get a good CPI inflation report on the 11th, we're going to see rates move up higher on this, because we're going to see markets start to pull back from this belief that the Fed is going to be forced to cut rates, and will cut rates sooner. Now, the Fed, those Fed members have come out saying that they're not looking to cut rates in March, right? It'll say data dependent, things like that. Now, this afternoon, we're going to get the Fed meeting minutes from last month's meeting. I don't think that it's going to have any surprises, though. I think everybody's pretty clear on what we saw with Fed Chair Jerome Powell's press conference. That was really where they put the most stock in trade. I think that the dot plot was pretty clear. The dot plot showed that Fed members believe they're going to see 3 rate cuts in 2024. Right now, markets are pricing in by the end of the year. We're at 5.25. They're pricing in 6 quarter-point rate cuts. 6 quarter-point rate cuts, bringing us to 3.75. That's the overwhelming belief. Another quarter believe it will be even lower than that. Markets are pricing in some pretty aggressive rate cuts through the end of the year. I don't think these Fed meeting minutes are going to make a big difference, but we do get those this afternoon. However, this morning at 10 a.m. in about 20 minutes, we're going to get the JOLTS data, the job opening labor turnover survey from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the BLS. Less job openings is going to be better for mortgage rates. If there's more job openings, that's going to be worse for mortgage rates. The reason that we see it that way is that if there's less job openings, it means that people aren't leaving their jobs. There's not as much demand. There's enough supply, if you will, on the labor side. That softens the labor market, keeps it in check. If we see a lot of job openings, that means that, employers, brain was just not getting that one. Employers will have to be more aggressive in bringing in new talent, getting new employees. That means that maybe they're offering more money, wage growth, those kinds of things. So when we see that JOLTS data today, we're hoping to see a slightly lower number rather than a slightly higher number. Less job openings would be better for mortgage rates today. Now, overall, not going to see rates that are going to shoot crazy, but we're going to see rates that are going to creep up. Now, 2020 will be a good year for mortgage rates. However, in the next couple of weeks, as we head into that, inflation data on the 11th, the Fed meeting at the end of the month, we're really going to be watching what is the sentiment towards these rate cuts. And right now, markets are still pricing very aggressively. If they lose ground on that, it's going to creep those rates a little bit. Ron says that Chapman U is forecasting mortgage rates to end 2024 in the 7s. I don't know who Chapman U is, but I think that that's ridiculous, because I just think it's ridiculous. We would have to figure that the economy is going to be strong, that inflation is going to the only way that's going to happen is if inflation starts to creep back higher and the Fed goes back into a rate increasing mode. That's the only thing that would spook mortgage rates to push up higher into the sevens. Not that they can't touch the sevens, but to end the year in the sevens. I think it's much more likely that we end the year with conventional conforming rates in the fives than in the sevens. I don't know that I would be high fives, but I think we're much more likely to see rates move lower. Remember, we've got a big spread, margins, all that good stuff. So good morning, Pat Tenney from beautiful Lake Havasu City, Arizona. And thank you for the kind words about the info that I share. So always appreciate that. But anyway, the other thing we do want to talk about real quick before we wrap it up for today, the 10-year treasury yield touching back up on 4%. We haven't broken 4% since early December. So I'm not really loving this. Now we do have some possible support here with the technicals right here around 4.03. You'll see we have this light blue line. That's the 25-day moving average. This purple line, that is the 200-day moving average. But this technical support here, because remember, we're looking for the 10-year yield to hit that and bounce lower. That's not going to matter much if we get the information that we get on the labor market on Friday. That's going to be the big thing that moves things. So yeah, so when you said Chapman UFA, but I don't even know Chapman University, top 3 forecasters nationwide, generally in competition with Goldman for top spot and accuracy. Well, that's good. Again, I all I'm going to say is I hope they're wrong. I don't want to see rates in the sevens. I think rates in the fives we can do a lot with in 2024. If we're in a position where we end the year with rates in the sevens, it means it's going to be a really tough year on originators. So hopefully we're not too much there. Nathan said, my move to Costa Rica can't happen if we spend any time in the sevens. So you shut your filthy pirate hooker mouth. Exactly. Hey, dude, I didn't know you want to move to Costa Rica. But that's awesome. When do you want to do that, by the way? You can hit me up, slide into my DMs. Is that perverted? Are we allowed to say that? I can't keep up with. I'm old. I used to be the young guy in the room. Now I'm the old guy in the room. It's painful. Anyway, my friends, speaking of the old guy, I'm putting on my glasses. Ron said he agrees with me and thinks that Chapman is incorrect on that one too. Hopefully, Ron, we are correct, my friend. But Nathan just got a bullying warning. Dude, I swear that there's a text thing that pops up on Mark Zuckerberg's phone when Nathan posts so he can personally check it. Facebook hates Nathan Einkorn. It's just a reality. So anyway, my friends, I'm going to wrap it up. It was so great to see all of you. I hope you'll join me tomorrow. Remember, the best way to consume this show is to join me live each and every day. You can do so at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. You can get a text message reminder that I'm going live. If you'd like to get that quick text reminder that I'm going live, you can use this cool QR code here to do that. Or you could go to hmmr.io/live reminder. And you can also use the Restream link that throws in there as well. Yeah, Nathan's stuff is accurate. It's also usually very funny. So, all right, my friends, I'm going to wrap it up. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a fantastic one. Thanks so much and bye-bye.